Morning. My name is Jack Gelinas. I'm one of the assistant recruit training coordinators. And today I have the privilege of being the master of ceremonies for this event. And thanks to everyone for coming. Thanks to the family, fire service family, and the friends of our graduates for coming in today on this sort of a hot day, humid day. Thank you very much. This video, this ceremony is being videotaped for those who could not make it here today. The tape will be available on YouTube via the DFS website. Thanks for Jake Walk right here for making that happen. Thank you. So you can spread the word that this will be available later on today. On behalf of State Marshal Peter Ostrowski and the men and women of the Department of Fire Services and the Fire Academy, welcome to the graduation of Class 303. I'd like you to join me in welcoming our official party to the stage, led by our presiding officer, Fire Marshal Peter Ostrowski. Please join me in welcoming the chiefs of departments. Chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the members of Class 303. And thank you to Joe Linnerton of the Worcester Pipes and Drums for being our piper. Thanks, Joe. And if you would, please remain standing for our national anthem. Concord firefighter Evan Boise will sing the national anthem. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Reverend. Let's go. Very nice. Please be seated. Please take your seats now. Deputy Fire Marshal Mirabelle Fournier, recruit coordinator Dennis Ball, unable to be here. You're actually deployed to the campuses in Bridgewater and Springfield. As you know, we have 3 recruit training classes running simultaneously. We have 3 graduations today simultaneously. Another in Springfield, one in Bridgewater, and here in Stow, class 303. We send our congratulations to all the graduates across the state for all the hard work. So congratulations to everybody. Thank you. I'd like to introduce the official stage party. To my immediate left, Fire Marshal Peter Ostrowski. Representing the Massachusetts Fire Training Council, EOPS Undersecretary Jean Bentacasa. And one of our senior fire instructors, 44 plus years, retired Wayland Fire Chief Bob Bloomer. And Assistant Coordinator Bob Foley, longtime instructor and coordinator here at the Academy, and a retired fire officer in Framingham. I'd like to take note and thank all our instructors, our support people, our engineering people who make the training happen, people on the street, on the drill yard, who do the actual hard work 24/7, not 24/7, 12 months of the year, in the light and in the dark. They do a great job. Thanks to all our instructors, support, and engineering. And our admin people, Christine Dancero and Kerry Marcotte, who I don't believe they're here today, but to the people behind the scenes who track all you guys, all your records, and people who make the training happen also. Thanks to Kerry and Christine. This time I'd ask the the Marshal, Peter Ostrowski, to step up and say a few words. I think you have a 25-minute speech on a day like this.
Thank you, Mr. Gelinas. A quick update on the weather today. Gonna be hot. So Mr. Gelinas did get to me quickly and say that my usual 45-minute speech probably won't work today, so we'll just cut it down to 35, which the Undersecretary encourages me all the time. about. Good morning, welcome. It's really great to have you here with us today. On behalf of the men and women of the Department of Fire Services, we welcome you here to our campus as we celebrate Class 303. Class 303, let me dive right into comments for you. As you could see when you came in, you have incredible support from family and friends. As you look around this room, you have the amazing brother and sisterhood of your now second family, the fire service. As you look forward, you see these chiefs and their departments who join you to commemorate this special day and who have confidence in you. I want to encourage you as you embark on the rest of your career, which starts today, to remember a couple of things. First and foremost, be thankful. Be thankful for these family and friends who have supported you through this journey to get to this point. For these instructors and those that they represent, and your brothers and sisters who have worked alongside of you to build this foundation. Be thankful for each other, because you know we depend on each other almost as much as we depend on that support network at home to get us through what we have to do. I ask you to remember that you're transitioning from the position or the role of recruit to the noble calling and title of firefighter. As you go forward, know that when you walk down the street, whether you're in uniform, bunker gear, or civilian clothes, people know who you are. You represent our industry. You represent what is good about what we do. And we have a challenge before us every day to make sure that we carry ourselves appropriately, as you do represent us all. And I ask you to be safe and build on this foundation, to return here to the academy, college courses, National Fire Academy, home training opportunities. Take advantage of every opportunity you have to expand on this base knowledge that you have. Because for us to go home every day, it's critically important that every day is a training day. So I join everyone here in a record amount of time to say congratulations, best wishes, and good luck in a long and safe career. Thank you.
Thank you, Malcolm. Thank you. Next, I would ask Undersecretary Benekata to step up, please.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome here as we celebrate your cadets and the newest firefighters for the state of Massachusetts. And on behalf of the Governor and the Secretary, Terrence Reedy, we congratulate you on this great endeavor. So the Richard N. Bangs was the chairman of the Fire Training Council for many years. Upon his retirement, the council voted to name the Outstanding Student Award in his honor. The Career Recruit Training Curriculum is designed to train and evaluate students in their basic skills of firefighting professional. This course is demanding, both physically and academically, and completing its accomplishments is worthy of a recognition. In each class, there is one student selected who has excelled in the training program, and this student is named as the Outstanding Student of the class. This award is based upon the student's total academic and practical skills, testing, and evaluations. At this time, I would like to invite Chief Robert O'Brien of Haverhill Fire Department to join us on stage. Thank you, Chief. I am pleased, as everybody on the stage is, to present the Richard N. Bangs Award to the outstanding student of Recruit Class 303 to firefighter Andrew McCody of the Haverhill Fire Department.
Andrew, it's traditional for the outstanding student to say a few words also, so come on back up. Whether or no weather, we can't break tradition in the fire service.
Thank you. Wasn't really expecting a speech, and I guess I didn't realize that public speaking was as scary as firefighting. I do now, thank you. But no, I would like to thank all the instructors. They dedicate all of their time to teaching us how to be firefighters, and I thank you guys for that. And I thank all the friends and family. You guys have, it's been a long 10 weeks, and I know how hard it is on all of you. So thank you for that. And for Class 303, my brothers and sisters, thank you guys for an amazing class. Any of you guys could be up here. And I wish you guys all a long and healthy career.
Before we call the roll and present the graduation certificates, I'd like to ask all the veterans in the class to stand up, please. All the veterans in the building, please stand up. You recognize, thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. I'd also like to recognize and thank our partners in public safety, all our law enforcement personnel, EMS personnel, and dispatchers for their partnership protecting the citizens of the Commonwealth and across the country, actually. So thank you for your service. Law enforcement, EMS, dispatch, as well as our firefighters. Thank you. And we'll call up Bob Bloomer, our senior instructor, Bob Bloomer, to call the roll. And he will be assisted by Mr. Foley presenting the certificates and Marshal Ostrowski.
If I could, a moment before we begin, your students, your recruits will be graduating alphabetically by the community in which they serve. For those of you that are here to observe that moment, I encourage you to get as many photos as possible. And I'm here to tell you that the fire marshal has a mighty grip with his hand. He's not going to let those guys go until you get that shot. So if we're all set, we'll begin. I'm going to call to the stage Interim Chief James Nolan of the Amesbury Fire Department as we congratulate graduating firefighter Nicole Murray. Also joining us on the stage is firefighter Dennis Moynihan of the Somerville Fire Department, who is the brother of our graduating firefighter. Okay. I'd now like to invite Chief Gerard Mahoney of the Cambridge Fire Department join us on the stage. As we welcome graduating firefighter Casey DePanafio. Of the Chelsea Fire Department, please welcome Chief Leonard Albanese. Also joining us on the stage is Deputy Chief Paul Giancola. The deputy is the father of our next graduating firefighter, Firefighter Adam Giacola. Please join me in welcoming graduating firefighter Edwin Sola.
We're here, right?
Of the Concord Fire Department, Chief Thomas Judge. Joining us on the stage now is Firefighter Brian Gardner of the Groton Fire Department, who is proud to say he is the boyfriend of graduating firefighter Elsa Heil. Next, join me in welcoming graduating Concord firefighter Timothy Lilly. We welcome back to the stage Chief of Department Robert O'Brien of the Haverhill Fire Department. And his graduating firefighter, Firefighter Andrew Marcotte. Representing the Holden Fire Department, Chief Russell Hall. graduating firefighter Mark Rogers, Jr. Of the Hudson Fire Department, please welcome Chief Brian Johannes.
Hi, Chief. Hello, sir. Thank you.
Graduating firefighter Paul Dudley, Jr. Of the Methuen Fire Department, please welcome Chief Tim Sheehy. His first graduating firefighter is firefighter Brady Abraham. You are about to meet 3 generations of a firefighting family. You've already met the chief of department. I'd like to introduce the father of the graduating firefighter, who is Deputy Fire Chief Richard Aziz. And I'd also invite to the stage retired Fire Lieutenant Richard Aziz. They are known as 1, 2, and 3. They all share the same name. Wait for that, wait. As we continue with Methuen, I invite to the stage graduating firefighter Juan Cepeda. Assisting with our next presentation will be firefighter Shannon Fitzgerald of the Methuen Fire Department. Who is the sister of graduating firefighter Mark Fitzgerald.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Chief. Hold on. Now representing the Needham Fire Department, I invite Chief Thomas Conroy to the stage. Assisting the Chief with this presentation, I invite retired Fire Lieutenant Joseph Tierney and active firefighter Joseph Tierney III to the stage. Retired Lieutenant Tierney is the uncle of our next graduate, and firefighter Joe Tierney is the cousin. Please welcome graduating firefighter Alexa Tierney. Firefighter John O'Neill. Representing the Revere Fire Department, Assistant Chief James Cullen. And please welcome graduating firefighter Jonathan Bona. Joining our stage party for the next presentation will be Captain Carl Holmberg, who is the father of our next graduate, graduating firefighter Nathaniel Holmberg. Of the Wakefield Fire Department, Chief Michael Sullivan. Graduating firefighter John Carano. Of the Weston Fire Department, please welcome newly promoted Chief of Department Justin Woodside. At this point, I'd also like to invite to the stage Chief of Department Neil McPherson of the Wayland Fire Department. Chief McPherson is the father of graduating firefighter Brendan McPherson. Can't help it. Of the Winchester Fire Department, please welcome Chief of Department Rick Tustin. Also joining us on the stage, I invite retired police officer Owen Babineau of the Framingham Police Department to join us. Officer Babineau is the father of graduating firefighter Owen Babineau. At this time, I'd like to invite retired firefighter Matthew McKee of the Reading Fire Department to join us. Retired firefighter McKee is the father of graduating firefighter Sean McKee. Ladies and gentlemen, the 303rd class of the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy.
Now it's time to call up class spokesperson, Timothy Lilly. The Gardner Fire Department.
All right, a little nervous, but here we are. I want to thank everyone for coming. For those of you who don't know, my name's Tim. To the instructors, I'm 54, and I'm on the Concord Fire Department. I want to say thank you first for everyone for coming, to the chiefs, to the instructors, friends, family, members of the fire department. Really appreciate you guys being here. I know it's hot out, so I'll keep this kind of brief. Class 303, guys, we did it. But our class is made up of more than just one person. There's 22 of us. And I wanted to just take a couple minutes and give a little snapshot of each person that I got to spend the past 10 weeks with. We start in order of number, so Brady, he's an ex-cop, became a firefighter, saw the light. Proud of you, buddy. We've got Dickie, who he's one of those guys who's like a real calm, kind of not laid back, but composed individual who has no issue turning his inside voice into an outside voice and taking charge when he needs to. We've got Owen, who for like the past 7-8 weeks I thought was the son of an instructor. Turns out he wasn't lying, that he's not. Loved working with you. We've got 44, John Bono. He's a Marine, kept us going we do PT out here in the drill yard every day. We run up into the gas field, and he'd step out and do a cadence with us, which was kind of new to me, and it just kind of brought us all together. We've got 45, Wakefield. A little inside joke there, John Carano. He has this unique ability to lock things down when things get serious, but after we've kind of come out of, say, an evolution and we're taking the stress down a notch, to kind of just either crack a joke or bring something up that just kind of relaxes us and levels us all back out. We have JC, who never stopped putting in effort, never skipped a rep, never missed a beat, incredibly hard worker, loved working with you. Every day was awesome. We've got Casey, who brought me Trader Joe's snacks every day. The dried mangoes, almonds, cashews, keeping us fueled in the locker room while we're doing our drills. We've got Paul Dudley, who is a friend of mine. I'm so glad to have come to the academy with you, buddy. He's small in stature, but he's big in heart for sure and loves this job. We've got Mark, who he's also a Marine. He never let anyone get left behind. Obviously, when we do PT, we have different levels, and Mark would go out of his way to either do an extra lap or just stick with whoever was going to be in last place, or just in the back, just so that that person wouldn't be alone, which I think is. My buddy, Shannon Fire Department. I've had the privilege of spending my entire career with her. We started in a different department 4 years ago, and she's been kicking my butt every day and doesn't stop to show it. She's also 20 years old and drags all of us up and down the drill yard, which is awesome. Incredibly hardworking. Love working with her. We've got Nate, who I actually got to work with a whole bunch. Which is awesome. One particular evolution, we had to bring 2.5, which is like a bigger hose line up from the ground floor, 2 stories to our attic in the burn building over there. I was on the nozzle, so I wasn't really with him on the line, per se. And we got to the 2nd floor, and the line stopped moving, and I'm with the instructor. We're kind of wondering what's going on. But I've got to stay on the nozzle because I'm trying to get up to the attic, the fire out. And so he gets up there. I notice we're missing a guy. The instructor said, "Don't worry about it." We do our thing. We get to the end, and Nate takes a knee. I mean, "Are you all right?" And it turns out we actually lost our backup guy, so he single-handedly brought that whole line up from the 1st division up to the attic, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's a pretty hard thing to do. So that was like kind of how we bonded, which is awesome. Cameron, pretty much just like the nicest, most outgoing, happy-go-lucky guy, especially when we all come in like day 4 or 5 in the week, kind of dragging, exhausted, just always keeping our spirits up. Andy, obviously, we thought he would be, but he proved it. ISGPA student, top student in the class. Congratulations, buddy. We've got Brendan, also one of like the happiest guys I've ever met. Never stops to volunteer for something. Fearless McPherson, always ready to just kind of step in there. Sean, who secretly had one too and didn't tell anybody, which is funny, but it definitely showed when we were out doing drills and we already knew what he was doing. John, who I didn't actually get to work with a ton, kind of a quieter kid, but just out of left field, you know the answer to like every question. We've got 6-0, Mark, who we actually thought we were going to lose. Him and his wife had their first baby girl. Congratulations. He said, "Guys, I'm going to have to drop out." So I was the birth of my child, but working with the MFA, where they were able to keep you in here, which is awesome. Glad you're seeing yours today. We have Edwin, who, Nikki. I always skip Nikki, who is probably the hardest working recruit that we have. Showing out all the work. I'm a little nervous, sorry. He's got more drive and more energy than anyone I've ever met. And he's like 900 years old, so. Always crushed it in PT, you know, competing all the time. Just like, this guy just does not stop. And we have Alexa, who had like 9 different names the entire time we were here, but it was like Lex, Lexi, Alexa, Electra, Alexis. I don't know why, but people kept coming up with different names for her. Hard work, she executed our t-shirts, which is pretty cool. But these are just like a few snapshots of the guys and girls that I got to work with that makes up Class 303. And I think it was no secret that in the beginning we definitely struggled with the class. Maybe a little bit in the middle there too, but I think by the end we showed that even the most diverse group of misfits can really come together and accomplish something. You know, I don't know what the next 32 years for me, 35 years, I was just going to have to work like a century holds, but I definitely made a lot of good memories while I was up here. Whether it was throwing tires in the drill yards, you know, it sounds crazy, but it's this evolution we did, which really brought us together. Listening to the crickets in the old fire station when we were doing PT, evolutions in the drill yard, or even when we were doing RIT, one of the instructors brought an inside joke from my department, being me having to explain to everybody why he was calling me Dennis. Concord Fire Department, the members of the Concord Fire Department for coming in heaven for singing the national anthem. That was awesome. You know, I hope I represented you well, putting in 110% effort every single day. It's a privilege to be here, and I appreciate the opportunity to be with me. Thank you to my family and the families of all of the recruits for coming and putting up with these past 10 weeks. I know it was not easy. The days were long and tough, and none of us, I know me especially, could not do it without you guys. And to class 303, you know, this is the tip of the iceberg. There is a lot that we don't know. And to class 303, you know, this is the tip of the iceberg. There is a lot that we don't know. We don't even know what we don't know. So I say, ask questions, train hard every day, and look to your officers for guidance. Stay vigilant, be smart, and above all else, don't get complacent. It's enough rambling from me. Thank you, everybody. We do have our class plaque, which if the two Johns want to come up and present that.
Or the chair. Sure. Either way. Before we finish up, as you know, usually one of the chaplains is here. Master Corps of Fire Chaplains has an enormous job supporting the fire service, but due to numerous schedule conflicts today, none of the chaplains are able to be free for this at this time period. So I'd like to read an excerpt from Father Michael Judge's last homily. As you know, Father Michael Judge was an FDNY fire chaplain. He died on the attacks on September 11th. His homily was delivered on September 10th, 2001. So bear with me for a few minutes. Father Michael's last homily. And bear with me for this. I'm old. Very. That's the way it is. Good days and bad days. Up days, down days. Sad days, happy days. But never a boring day on this job. You do what God has called you to do. You show up, you put one foot in front of the other, you get on the apparatus, and go out and do the job, which is a mystery and a surprise. You have no idea when you get on that rig, no matter how big the call, no matter how small, you have no idea what God is calling you to do. But He needs us, He needs you, He needs me. So we're going to close this ceremony right now. I'd like to give one more congratulations to our graduates. When you go back to your companies, as you've heard before, stay brave, stay vigilant, stay respectful. Take good care of your brother and sister firefighters. Take extra good care of your families. Schedule special time with your families every day. I'd ask our audience to stand by for the exit of the stage party. Let them leave first. And the fire chiefs will make their exit. Thank you, chiefs. Class 303, piped out, and a pipe for Joe Lennerton, the Worcester Pipes and Drums. Thanks, Joe. Congratulations, 303.